Okay, let's dive right into this explainer. We're going to explore a massive cybersecurity shift that's heading straight for us in 2026. You see, AI is evolving fast, right? It's moving from just a passive tool into an active participant in our daily lives. But with that huge leap comes a hidden risk that almost no one is talking about yet.
We all know the risks of our computers getting hacked, for sure. Someone gets into your laptop and suddenly your files and your passwords are up for grabs. But I want you to imagine a completely different scenario. What happens when the thing that gets compromised isn't your operating system, but the AI agent managing your digital life? When an AI that's wired into your email, your cloud storage, and your calendar gets hijacked? Well, we aren't just dealing with stolen data anymore. We're dealing with a compromised entity that literally takes action on your behalf.
Section 1. The Rise of AI Agents, from chatbots to digital assistants. Today, we've totally moved past those simple chatbots of the past. What we have now are fully fledged digital assistants. We're literally asking them to browse the live web, read our confidential documents, access our internal apps, write functional code, and, even send messages to our colleagues. And we do this all for convenience. But here's the absolutely critical trade-off. Every single new permission creates a massive new attack surface. Action creates risk, and we're giving these agents a whole lot of power to act.
Section 2. The prompt injection threat, the invisible attack vector.
So hackers are smart. Instead of trying to break into heavily fortified AI software directly, which is incredibly hard to do, they use a sneaky tactic called prompt injection. This is entirely different from exploiting a traditional software bug. Actually, it's more like a psychological trick played on a machine. An attacker hides specially crafted instructions inside seemingly normal data. And because the AI processes all that data as context, it inadvertently absorbs the malicious instructions. They aren't trying to trick you with a phishing email anymore. No, they are bypassing human judgment entirely and convincing your AI directly. Let's look at how this builds into a real-world disaster. Imagine you ask your AI to research a topic and summarize a few web pages. Simple enough, right? Well, in step 1, the AI goes out and opens a web page that, to our human eyes, looks completely normal. But step 2 is where the invisible trap snaps shut. Hidden within the text of that page, maybe it's in a font matching the background color or buried deep in the page's metadata, are malicious instructions specifically designed for an AI to read. Then, in step 3, the AI reads that hidden text, registers it as a legitimate command, and quietly executes the attacker's orders, using your permissions. Wild, right?
Section 3. The danger of permissions, the domino effect. A wrong answer from a chatbot used to just be kind of annoying, but a compromised agent with access to your private files, that is a severe security incident. And this brings up a core problem with trust. Over the years, human judgment has developed this sort of digital immune system. We've learned to spot the fake websites and those weird scammy emails. But AI agents, they operate purely on speed. They process enormous amounts of information in milliseconds, but completely lack our intuitive skepticism. So they end up blindly executing hidden instructions placed deliberately in their path.
Section 4. Principle of least privilege, limiting the damage. So, how do we actually defend against this domino effect? Well, we use a foundational framework known as the principle of least privilege. The concept is brilliantly simple, honestly. Don't give the AI access to everything just because it's convenient. If it only needs to read a specific folder to do its job, strictly restrict it from accessing the entire company's cloud storage. Let it help you manage your inbox by drafting emails, sure, but firmly block its ability to hit send without your final approval. And if you let it research the web, ensure that internet access doesn't automatically let it execute arbitrary actions on your hard drive. Basically, the less unrestricted power it has, the smaller the blast radius when things go wrong.
Section 5. The new ethical hacker, redefining security for AI.
Because of this massive shift we're seeing, the old security playbook is basically out the window. It's no longer just about asking the old security questions like, can I bypass the login screen to steal passwords? No way. The security professionals of tomorrow are asking vastly more complex new questions. They really want to know what happens if the agent receives malicious hidden instructions. Can untrusted data influence its core decisions? Does it have way more permissions than it actually needs? We are moving from testing raw software strength to essentially testing AI psychology and these complex, compromised decision chains.
Section 6. Protecting the human, the future paradigm.
The biggest takeaway here is that AI agents are incredibly powerful precisely because they can act. But in this new age of autonomous AI, cybersecurity is completely shifting. It won't just be about protecting the AI from hackers, it's going to be about protecting humans from our own manipulated digital assistants. So, the very next time you connect a shiny new AI tool to your digital life, don't just ask what it can do for you. I really want you to ask yourself this absolute critical question. What could happen if someone makes this AI do something I never asked it to do? Because the next major cyber attack likely won't target you directly. It's going to target the very thing working tirelessly on your behalf. So I'll leave you with this. What kind of access are you giving away right now without even realizing it?